Ever since I met my boy best friend's girlfriend, she seems to show up at everything, so I specifically didn't invite her to my birthday party, yet she showed up with him anyways and I lashed out at her. I, 24F, have a best friend, 23M. I've known him since high school. He was pretty shy back then and we had been paired up for a school assignment. At first he was very close with me, but we noticed that we had a lot in common, and he began to have more confidence. We are both heavy metal fans, although I admit that we are not experts on bands and all that stuff, but we had fun going to concerts together. I feel like I made him more self-confident. He even had the confidence to grow his hair and dress the way he liked. He comes from a somewhat religious family that didn't like skeletons on their shirts or rings, but over time they accepted him. Well, a few months ago he told me and our friends that he already had a girlfriend, 21F. I admit that it surprised me, but I was happy for him. However, when he introduced her to us, I was slightly disappointed. I won't deny it, she's pretty, but she looks too naive and looks like the typical good girl, although instead of pink, she wears light blue, and her personality was so blank. She didn't talk much, and when she did, she stuttered a little, like she wasn't sure what to say. It was irritating. I know this sounds bad, but on almost all of our group outings, he would take her with him now, and it was so annoying to see how she tried to be friends with everyone. She also tried to get closer to me. Now here's the problem. A few weeks ago, it was my birthday. For obvious reasons I invited him along with the rest of my friends, and obviously, he took her to my party. I was upset, but I didn't want to be rude and I let it go. When it was time for presents, he said to me someone else also wanted to give you a special present. He made a gesture to his girlfriend. She smiled at me and gave me her gift. It was an Iron Maiden t-shirt and sweater. I didn't know how to react. I didn't say anything. She seemed to have noticed because she told me that if I didn't like my gift, I could exchange it for another one, but I rejected it. She started saying that it was a very special gift, that I was like an older sister to her and other things. I couldn't take it anymore and I yelled her to shut up, that it had become very clear to me that she was very perfect and that she should do me a favor and shut her mouth. She didn't say anything, she just looked down and started crying. My best friend looked at me in a way he had never done before. He just apologized and left with her. I was so devastated and upset to see that my birthday had been ruined, and the scolding from my other friends didn't make me feel any better. The next day, he wrote to me and told me that until I apologized, he could no longer be my friend. I tried to tell him I didn't mean to, that I was just feeling overwhelmed, but he told me that was no excuse and stopped talking to me. I have written to him multiple times, begging for forgiveness, but he just leaves me on read and never answers. I tried to talk to our group of friends to get their help, but everyone told me I was a fool for treating my best friend's girlfriend like that when she just wanted to be nice. I admit that I may have been a bit harsh on her, and I would hate for my friend to throw away so many years of friendship just because of one incident. I am desperate. Ida for messing with my best friend's girlfriend and accidentally hurting her feelings? Short update. I already sent a message to his girlfriend to apologize. She hasn't read it yet. She wakes up at 8 a.m. I hope there is still hope. For those of you wondering why I expected only my friend to come to my party, it was going to be too loud because of the music and she doesn't like that. She doesn't have any disabilities as far as I know, but I think it might be social anxiety. I'm not sure. Update 1. Okay, I've already earned the hate of Reddit. Thanks, but you don't have to send me rude private messages. I already understood that he acts very badly. Well, I already got an answer, not directly from her, but from my now ex-best friend. Yes, he decided not to give me another chance. This is what he said. Gee, me, I already saw the message you sent to his girlfriend. She showed it to me. I'm sorry to tell you this, but your apology feels forced and fake. It took you a whole week to apologize to her, while you were sending me messages every hour. Ike, I don't think there's any remorse on your part, and that's why I don't feel comfortable with you anymore. You ended our friendship as soon as you decided to humiliate my girl. I appreciate the time we had as friends, but now my happiness is her, and I will protect her even if I have to cut off all my friendships. I wish you the best of luck and I hope you realize how terrible you act. Goodbye. Reading that was like a bucket of cold water falling on me. Now I see that my attitude drove away the person I loved and cared about the most. I will still try to fix things. Edit 2. I admit, I had feelings for my friend, but I think I confused them with brotherly affection. However, I really loved him too much and I guess that's why I acted like that with his girlfriend. It was just resentment. She didn't deserve it. Update 2. Well, this time was almost torture for me. It feels so strange to wake up and know that maybe things will not be the same as before. He did not believe that my apologies were sincere and I do not blame him. I think what devastated me the most was finding out that his girlfriend did consider forgiving me, but he was the one who told her not to. So knowing that ended up destroying me. I've ruined it. Not even the rest of our friends talk to me, they barely answer my messages. After thinking about it, maybe I'll go to therapy, although I don't know, I still have a lot to process from all of this. I wish everything had been different. So many years of friendship, so precious to me, have gone to waste. I don't know if I'll keep updating because it seems like this is the end of it, unless he gives me another chance, which I highly doubt. But that's all I can think of. And thanks for the harsh comments.
Update/boy best friends POV. I'm using a translator. I don't speak English and I didn't post in the Spanish speaking community because people there don't usually take this seriously. No offense, so I apologize if my grammar isn't better and if I use idioms from my country. I knew about Reddit but I was never interested in participating here. In fact, I only created this account because I discovered the strangest coincidence. On a Spanish Reddit channel, a post appeared that was very similar to the situation that happened to me with my friend, and it seems that it is her. In her post she said that I was shy and thanks to her I was able to let go more. That wouldn't be entirely true. I already had my group of friends but it was very small and I preferred to keep a low profile. I didn't have a hard time socializing, I just chose not to, but I gave it a chance because she approached me and I liked her. We weren't as close as she made it seem, but I admired her a lot, although over time she began to be very possessive. She wanted me to accompany her on all her outings or do something with me. Many times I rejected her but she was still there. I met my girlfriend in a park, not a small one, but a big one in my city. It's called Fundidora. It's a good place to walk around at least when there are events there. My girlfriend and I first found ourselves looking for the bathroom. It's funny because she was so shy and struggled to ask me if I knew where they were, and unfortunately for her I didn't know. So I wanted to help her, but since the park is very big we ended up getting lost and she seemed unable to hold on much longer, until we somehow found the bathrooms and she ran. Haha. I wanted to make sure she was okay and I waited for her. She came out embarrassed and thanked me. I gave her my number and so we started to have contact. It's a long story but she is such a kind and loving girl. She has struggled to deal with her speech difficulties. I found out she had social anxiety. I think I've strayed a bit already. Going back to my ex-friend, I introduced them to my girlfriend when we were together for 3 months. All my friends were happy for me except her. I could see it on her face. She never did anything to my girlfriend, she just avoided her and my girlfriend still tried to be friends with her. Unfortunately my Mariposa, she sees goodness in everyone and her kind attitude causes her to try everything to please people. She even told me about toxic friendships she had where they took advantage of her, but she was afraid of being alone. I didn't want to force either of them to get along with the other, just be on good terms, and that's when I thought that my friend's birthday gift would help with that. My girlfriend doesn't know anything about my friend's tastes, but I wanted to bring her something so I could help her choose the gift, an Iron Maiden shirt and sweater. I took my girlfriend to the birthday party because she's my girlfriend maybe? She was already part of the group, and my friends were happy that we were both there. The worst part of the night was when my girlfriend gave the gift to my ex-friend. At first when she opened it she was happy until she asked if I had chosen it. I lied and said it was my girlfriend who picked it out. I will never forget how her smile disappeared. My girlfriend started telling her some things about how she liked the gift, but my ex-friend literally yelled in her face to shut up and cursed her. I felt a horrible feeling seeing my girlfriend freak out and I quickly went to defend her. I argued with my ex-friend loudly and ended up leaving early with my girlfriend. I comforted my girlfriend and even though she was hurt, she tried to comfort me too because she knew how much I appreciated my ex-friend and the disappointment I felt when I saw her act like that. My ex-friend tried to apologize but only to me. It wasn't even me she yelled at, and meanwhile my girlfriend didn't receive any text from her. It was like that for a week. My friends contacted me and were on my side. They also cut off contact with my ex-friend. It was a little hard at first but I wasn't going to let her disrespect my girlfriend. She finally sent my girlfriend a message recently, but I felt it was forced since she only said sorry, I didn't mean to, and a sticker, Nita. I unblocked her and told her that my decision was final and I didn't want to hear from her again. My girlfriend considered forgiving her but I reaffirmed that she shouldn't do it. I hadn't heard from my friend again until I heard about her post here, and what a way to describe my girlfriend by calling her irritating. The fact that she admitted to having feelings for me did it, but I never saw her any other way. She didn't do anything to show that interest in me either, and seeing how she acted, I'm glad I made the right decision. I'm sorry if this was too long. I wanted to clarify the matter. I hope she understands this and understands the damage she caused. Thank you for the comments I read from people supporting me. A small clarification, I read one or another comment asking why I brought my girlfriend to the party if she was not invited. Well, I started including her in outings with my friends because they told me she got along with everyone and technically became part of the group. My ex-friend had never said anything about it. Anyway, she was going to leave early because she doesn't like to sleep so late and the party was originally going to end until dawn.